and then you do the cheers afterwards. So this is a live simulation of what actually happens. I just kind of want to mix the icebreaker with a little bit of practical stuff I want to give you guys. Like I said, I captained a lot, and I have coached for the past few years. So I've seen really good captains. No, just kidding, just kidding. And I've seen really bad captains. And I just want to tell you guys a little bit of practical things that worked for me and that I saw that didn't work for me. The first thing is, can somebody tell me what is the most important, like out of the entire team, well, out of your, your group time, which is the most important part? Like, when is the most important time when you're with your TC group? Is it like Bible study, or like when you eat meal together, or does everybody kind of understand what I'm asking? No. All right, let me rephrase that in simple terms. In regards to you and your team, when is the most important, like what is the most significant time that you will spend with them?
Introduction 1.
Why is that?
The very first, because it sets the entire tone for the entire conference.
Thank you very much. The first 5 minutes is probably the most important time, probably less than 5 minutes if you know what I mean. It's probably the most important time you will have with your entire small group. It's not Bible study. If they think you're boring, do you think they're going to listen to you? Probably not. First, I would say 5 minutes is probably less. The first impressions are so important. So we're going to talk a little bit about interaction 1 on what the do's and don'ts of what a captain, should do and do not do. I was supposed to act really tired, but somehow I'm really hyper, so I couldn't really play my role. But rule number 1, when you look presentable, it's sort of common sense. Don't look like you rolled out of bed, right? Like if you look like you just rolled out of bed, you look like a bum, they're gonna think you're a bum, and then that's shocked. Kind of like, I mean, it makes sense, but really, a lot of these are just common sense, but I'm just spelling it out kind of clear for you. Look presentable, so don't look like your hair. At least look in the mirror once before you leave the house. I know captain is really tiring, and by the 3rd day you roll out, you're like, oh my gosh, take me to heaven now. But try. I mean, you'll have eye bags, but whatever. Like tough it out. You guys are still young, right? Not so much. So try to look okay. When you're communicating, when you're talking, try to make it simple and to the point. When I asked the question just now, like, what is the most important time, half of you are like, huh? Try to ask questions that is simple. It's like talking, when you're leading a group, try to talk like they're 5-year-olds. I know it's kind of degrading, but like give simple commands, and instead of like using these huge words like 18 syllables, and you're like, what are you talking about? Simple to the point. Keep it simple.